Hello, my name is Dani Schenone, and this is part 6 of a 10-part series. We started from our toes, working all the way up, and this week is our hands. If you are utilizing my playlist today, feel free to press play now. Let's get started. To come into an easy seat, either legs crossed or kneel, bringing your hands to your heart center. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. So good. Now take your hands and separate all of your fingertips and come back into that prayer. Now, can you release the palms away from one another so it looks kind of like this? Release the palms and then push your wrists down towards your belly button. Whew, one more breath. And then release. Go ahead and shake your wrists left to right, forwards and backwards, left to right, forwards and backwards. Awesome. Coming back to that prayer hands. We'll take a little lotus stretch. So you will open up your 3 inner fingers and then keep the pinkies and the thumbs connected like this. So this is what we call a lotus hand. Now, we'll roll along the circumference of our wrists to stretch the wrists out. So as you can see, you open up the thumbs, pinkies stay connected, backs of hands touch, thumbs connect, pinkies open, yeah? And going the other way around. Excellent. Coming back to that prayer hand. Taking this left hand, shooting it out long in front of you, taking the opposite hand and pulling your fingertips towards your elbow. Now take those fingertips and push them down, pulling them again towards your elbow. Oh yeah. My wrists needed this today. Release. Bring that right hand, push it forward, take the opposite hand, pull those fingertips towards your elbow. And then take them down towards the belly button and pull them towards your elbow. Awesome. Good work. Coming into our tabletop pose, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips are over our knees. Just slowly, softly rock forwards and backwards. Your gaze comes in between your thumbs, a slight engagement of your core to take a little bit of the weight up off your wrists. And if it feels okay, I want you to externally rotate your right hand out so that the hand is towards the long side of your mat. Can you rock left to right? Now, taking those fingertips towards your knee, rock forwards and backwards. Keeping the fingertips towards the knee, just press the top of your hand into the mat this time. Rock forwards and backwards. Finding stillness here. Can you separate the palms from the knuckles, from the finger pads, separate the fingertips from one another, and then make a closed fist. Open up. Closed fist. Open up. Now, if the eye of your elbow isn't towards the top of your mat, go ahead and push the eye of the elbow forward. Take another clench and release. Clench and release. Unwind. Other side. Woo! That's my tough wrist. Take that left hand, externally rotate it so that the fingertips are facing towards the long side of your mat. Rock left to right. Taking those fingertips towards your knee, rock forwards and backwards. Remember that engagement of the core to take the weight up off the wrists if you need it. Now go ahead and take the top of your left hand into the mat, rock forwards and backwards, feeling that forearm stretch as well, eye of the elbow towards the top of your mat. We'll take 4 fists here. Separating your hand as much as possible. Go ahead and make a fist and open. Fist and open. Clench in and open. In and open. Unwind. Well done. Sitting back onto your heels. Bringing your hands to your sides, kind of like a cactus, except the elbows are lowered down towards your ribs. Can you open up your hands as much as you possibly can, separating the fingertips from one another? Open and then close. Open, close, open, close. Keep going. Can you go faster? As fast as you possibly can. Now rock your wrists left to right, forwards and backwards, left to right, forwards and backwards. Awesome. Coming back into that tabletop pose. Bring that right foot back behind you, left foot back behind you, rocking forwards and backwards. You can always drop onto your knees here if it feels better. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last inhale here in plank pose. Exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Go ahead and shake out the neck. Press into the palms, the knuckles, the finger pads. Separate the fingertips from one another. And then walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Now you'll see my legs lengthened, but you can always bend your knee. What I want you to prioritize is lengthening the crown of your head down towards the mat as if water was pouring through the crown of your head, out the crown of your head, down towards the mat. That's how we want the upper body to feel, kind of like it has no bones. Taking the palms of our hands, placing them on the soles of our feet. I know this is a little funky. Again, keep that deep bend if you need to. Soften the crown of the head down towards the mat. Take your toes and wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Kind of massaging through the wrists here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Unwinding, walking your hands back towards the top of your mat, coming into that downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, right knee comes into your nose. Dome the upper back, just like our cat pose. Look in between your hands. Slowly, softly step that foot in between low lunge. Soften your back knee down, uncurl your back toes. Lift your arms up towards the sky or bring your hands to your heart center like I'm going to do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your arms to a cactus and then clasp your hands behind your back. And if hands aren't accessible to you, you can always grab onto your elbows. And if elbows aren't accessible to you, palms at the low back, yeah? And opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Take another breath in and a breath out. And then release. Both hands on either side of that front foot. Heel toe your front foot out to the side so that both hands, hi goose, are on the inside of your front foot. Now, kind of like that external rotation we did a little bit ago, take your left hand and place those fingertips towards the long side of your mat. So I'm gonna tilt my toe all the way back here so you can see what my hand is doing. Yeah, that's the idea. So we're here in this wide, low lunge. Lift your arms up to the sky, your right arm up to the sky rather, and take some circles with that top wrist. Breathe in, breathe out, and take those circles the other way around. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, maybe this top hand presses into this right knee. Option to bring your left fingertips towards your left knee, yeah? Taking that gentle spinal twist. A little spinal twist, a little hip flexor extension, and a little wrist stretch. This feels so damn good. I hope it does for you too. Okay. Unwind that left hand, both hands inside of that front foot. Curl your back toe, lift your back knee up, come into plank pose, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Goose. I'm trying to teach Goose gentle hands, but every time she touches me, she has claws. Duck does not do that, but goose is doing that. Okay, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knee to nose. Now, look in between your thumbs, dome the upper back like our cat pose. Engage that core. Look at her clawing my back foot. Engage that core and slowly, softly step that left foot forward, low lunge. Back knee softens. Uncurl your back toes. Will goose let me uncurl? Thank you, mama. Coming into crescent moon pose. Hands can come to heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands to that cactus and then take the clasp. Funky clasp this time around, or funky elbow this time around, or just the same hands on the low back. Pull the wrists, pull the shoulders down, open up the chest, looking forward. We'll protect our neck for this one. Keep your gaze forward, breathe in, breathe out. Release, bring both hands inside of that front foot, heel toe it out to the side. Stay here for a moment. Maybe you take that right hand, fingertips face towards the long side of your mat. Rock right to left. Lifting your left arm up towards the sky, taking that spinal twist. Option to take some circles with the wrists one way and then the other. Maybe bring your fingertips towards your right knee. Take that left hand, press into left knee, taking that full spinal twist and that full wrist stretch. It's like a 3 for spinal twist, hip flexor, wrist stretch. We love to see it. Now, taking this left hand, place it inside of left foot, unwind that right hand, curl back toe, lift back knee, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Where'd goose go? Drop onto your knees, sit back onto your heels. Well done. Okay, so to round out our practice here this evening for our hands, or this day, or this afternoon, or this morning, wherever it is that you are calling from, open up your arms out wide to a little cactus here, but the elbows can be kind of sort of closer to the ribs. Coming back to what we did at the beginning, taking this left hand, reach it forward, and then bring the fingertips down as you pull the fingertips towards your elbow. Now let's take the top of the hand, press it forward, fingertips down towards your elbow. Hi, honey. Other side. Taking those fingertips, pulling them up towards the elbow. And then down towards the elbow. Inhale, let's lift our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. I want to thank you for taking time to dedicate to your hands and your wrists and your fingers. We'll see you next week. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you want to see next. We'll see you next time.